Hey guys, it's Dani, and today I want to chat about self-acceptance and why it is an essential part of creating any type of change in the body. A lot of times I know people, we tend to believe that if we accept where we are when we want to be in a different place, then that means that we are quitting or we're giving up. And I want to show you guys how that could not be further from the truth. And not only is it untrue, but like I said before, you have to start with self-acceptance, which means we have to allow ourselves to be exactly where we are before we can really begin to create any type of change. So as I'm always encouraging you guys, and I'm going to continue to do so, if there's one thing that we can all do for ourselves on this health and or weight loss journey is to be easy with ourselves and to soften around the whole process a little bit. And I think that in order to do that, we have to stop being in such a desperate rush to get somewhere and to reach the goal, right? But in order to lose that desperation, we really have to give ourselves permission to be where we are, AKA accept where we are. And I know that feels like that can be very difficult, especially if you don't particularly like where you are, if you don't like the way you're feeling, or if you don't like the body you're in per se. It feels like, well, how do I accept something when I don't like it, right? Or why would I accept something when I want to change it? The first thing you have to get is that self-acceptance is not quitting, and it's not about being complacent, right? Self-acceptance is simply allowing what is to be, right? Instead of being in a constant state of rejection and pushing against, you're just allowing what is to be because it already is, right? And we can't truly change anything until we accept it, because if we don't accept it, we are rejecting and pushing away. And how can you change something if you can't see it and understand it and really take a look at it? So can you see the difference between allowing yourself to be where you are and using that as your entryway, as your gateway to begin to create change, versus pushing against where you are and then trying to push and will and be very aggressive with trying to create some type of change, right? The latter is what a lot of people are doing when they want to create change in the body, but we need to come back and soften up and trade out that desperation for curiosity, right? Because once we can soften up enough to be with where we are and allow where we are, so we can look at where we are, then we can begin to understand what type of change is needed, right? Like, why do I have the desire to eat these certain foods? Why do I overeat at this time of the day? Why do I want sugar when this is happening, right? If you're not softening and going slow enough and are not willing to look at what is, it's very hard to create change. So while self-acceptance is inviting you to slow down, it is most certainly not asking you to quit. It's really a way of you working with yourself instead of against yourself. I also think that this is a really good time to kind of zoom out and take a broader perspective and realize that culturally speaking, we definitely are fed a lot of ideas about how we are supposed to look and what the body is supposed to look like. And without even realizing it, we take on a lot of thoughts and a lot of belief systems over the years from things we watch, from things we read, from conversations that we overhear. And then unknowingly, these belief systems become our own, right? These thoughts become our inner dialogue. So what I think is a great practice to do is to create a little space for yourself and listen. Try to identify, get out that journal, try to identify for yourself, what are some of the thoughts that I hold that block me from accepting myself as I am right now. Thoughts like, my body is gross or disgusting. Or thoughts like, I'm never gonna meet somebody if this is the body I'm in. Or, if I'm in this body, I could never wear that really cute outfit. Or, I'm never gonna go on that vacation, etc., etc. There's a bazillion thoughts and ideas that we pick up, right? That we think we have to get to a certain place before we're allowed to A, B, C, or D. And I want you to identify those things for yourself. And then what I want you to do is to read through them and ask yourself, Do I really believe this? Is this really true for me? And does this inspire, empower, and or encourage me? Does it uplift you? Is it a thought that serves you? And if your answer to any of those questions is no, then this, my friend, is a little fun homework assignment for you. You need to rewrite the script. Take those sentences and write them to something that is more true for yourself, and then begin to practice your truths. Because remember, all a belief system is are thoughts that we think over and over and over again. So if you have thoughts that are not serving you, and you're repeating them and repeating them and repeating them, and they're becoming a belief system, we need to interrupt the pattern, right? So that we can come back to this place of acceptance just as we are right now, and then use that as the springboard to create the change that you may want to create for yourself. So in a nutshell, what I really want you guys to walk away with from this video is the idea that self-acceptance is not only not quitting, but it's essential to creating change in the body, because we cannot change anything that we are not willing to see and understand. Right? And in order to see and understand something, we have to be willing to be with it, AKA accept it. So I hope that resonates with you. If you have any questions at all, come down to the comments below and share them. I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. And please remember to support each other as well. And of course, if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this video with anybody else you think it could help or that would benefit from watching it. And I'm also gonna leave a link down in the description box below if anybody is interested in one-on-one health and or weight loss coaching, so you can check out all the information there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Dani Spies, and I will see you back here next time with some more food for thought.